Now House Bill 1950. Imagine this. You get a ticket in your small town and pay the fine. You figure that money goes towards making the local court safer and improving the technology they use. But once the money goes in, it gets hard to tell what's actually spent on. What the bill says it does? House Bill 1950 says it's making things easier for small cities by letting them combine two separate court funds. One fund was for courtroom security and the other was for courtroom technology. What it actually does? By merging the two, the bill lets city officials move that money around however they choose without having to show how much goes to tech or how much goes to security. This means city leaders can now shift funds more freely while the public loses the ability to see or question how those dollars are divided. Now, who benefits? Local governments that want more flexibility, vendors who sell bundled security and court tech systems. Now, who pays the price? Residents who want to know where their money is going, journalists and watchdog groups trying to track public spending, and court staff and everyday people who rely on modern, working court systems. Why this matters? When public funds get harder to track, it becomes easier for priorities to shift quietly. Money meant to modernize the court system could get pushed to other projects without your community knowing. Once transparency is gone, it is rarely restored. Now, questions you can ask your lawmakers. How will the public know if courts are getting the upgrades they need? Why not require simple public reporting to keep spending transparent? If this kind of fund merging spreads to other areas, what oversight protections will remain? Bottom line, House Bill 1950 gives small cities more spending flexibility, but it does it by making public money harder to follow and public priorities harder to protect.